going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Juarez Tile Pros and Remodeling can help you with all your home remodeling and construction needs. They specialize in custom walk-in showers and floors, and no job is too big for their expert team. Licensed and insured, call Juarez Tile Pros and Remodeling today, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and facilities in the area to provide you with job opportunities in production, quality, maintenance, supervision, and all levels of management. Resource MFG has positions open right now to meet your needs today and a full staff ready to work with industrial partners to grow opportunities for this generation of workers and the next. Reach out today and start your employment journey with Resource MFG.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
'Cause when I cross that county line, just off Highway 49, it all makes perfect sense. Man, I live for this.
Mid-South Pullers are returning for their 20th year at the Rumble at the Crossroads in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee on June 6th and 7th. This event, presented by Farm Credit Mid-America, features smoke-blowing trucks and tractors and is also a part of the 9-class twin track feature, including Supermod 2-wheel drive trucks and wild and crazy small block mini rods. The Rotary Park gates open at 4 p.m. Action begins at 6:30 p.m. Tickets are just $15. Don't miss it.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
The storm doesn't ask. It takes. It tests. It pushes everything to its limit. Some things are built different. Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Hey, and welcome back here to X Sports Live. It has been a very long time since the guys have gotten together. Dusty Kaiser, Clint Brazier, got Hayden Burks coming into the frame here. AJ Good, guys, long time no see. We've all been busy, and it's been a while since we've been back here.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys. I think the last show, I think it's the first time we've had all four in a long time. But it was really fun to watch all of the runs that a lot of our local teams went on, softball, baseball, locally. It was really, really good to see Lawrence County, Hayden, you and Taylor did a great job on that call in that district tournament. That was so fun to watch. Those three in a row. Yeah. Summertown softball, they came up a little short in the region, but baseball got on a run and made it to Sweet 16, and the Lawrence County winning the district in baseball. I know they came up short in the region too, but man, we had a lot of teams that made you proud and was exciting to watch, fun to watch.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time, on X Sports, on all of our platforms, trying to watch and keep up with everything, because it was like something every day. Right. Yeah. And props to y'all too. I know it's what y'all do, but y'all done a hell of a job keeping up. I mean, there's a lot going on. Yeah. Trying to get, especially with the girls. We got graduation, and they're trying to schedule sub-state games and having to do graduation at the field. So I thought that was great for those girls to get to enjoy that in that moment. So, but yeah, it's I guess we can kind of settle in now for a little while.
Yeah, but before we talk about the softball and baseball side, how about Summertown girls tennis? Donnybrook today, guys, came down to the doubles. Mm-hmm. They were tied 3-3 with Signal Mountain. Had to go in the doubles, and a come-from-behind win in the doubles. And the Lady Eagles haven't lost a match since 2021, which predates my time.
Was in the state championship.
Which was in the state championship, and they pull off another. We've got. There's all kinds of dynasties. You got the golf dynasty, and now you got this tennis dynasty. They just continue to rack up the state championships in girls tennis over at Summertown.
I really, really want to take a minute and brag on Coach Andrea Kelly and all that bunch, because tennis, golf, soccer, there are sports in here that we just can't cover, and that doesn't get the love and the admiration that they probably should. But what she's done with that bunch, 4 state championships in a row. Your last loss was in a state championship. You've got a chance doubles championships tomorrow. They've won 5 in a row, hoping for 6. I was thinking to myself there at one time when baseball and softball got put out, I said, ooh, Summertown, this might be the first year they haven't won a state championship since 2018. And I thought, wait a minute, we got tennis. We got tennis. We got Coach Kelly and we got tennis. And, man, what she's putting together there, she's not just her kids, but Coach Kelly herself's going to have a trophy room that's bigger than most people got, most players have got. Right. And she's just done a great job with that bunch. None of my kids played tennis, but Emily played volleyball for her. She gets the best out of every kid, and there's a reason why they're the team to beat every year.
Right.
Yeah, they're going to have to build just a trophy room for Summertown tennis.
Yeah.
And it'll be all by itself, you know. Just great job, Andrea, and what she's done up there. You know, and we talk about all these sports, you know, and it's like, okay, you got your sophomores and your juniors, and you think, okay, by the time they're seniors, you know, maybe we can make a run. Dude, she's making a run every year.
Reload.
So, you know,
don't rebuild.
Yep. It doesn't fall off at all. And that's what's so impressive. And that goes back to her coaching and the time that she spends with these girls, and look, the girls got to buy into it. So just props to Summertown Lady Eagles for another run here in tennis.
Yeah, let's move on to softball. The Lady Cats made a very deep run, unexpected to some, all the way to the sub-state in Hayden. It started 2 weeks ago. There, you have to win to get into the district championship game. We had all these rainouts, so everything gets moved to Lewisburg. So they start off with, it was at the sixth inning. They were down 6-4.
I believe it was. Yeah, I think you're right. The sixth inning, the bottom of the sixth inning. Yeah.
Giselle Maldonado 2-1. It's a 3-run homer to dead center, puts them ahead, and then they dominate in the first game. Have to come from behind in the second game against Marshall County. Win 3 games in one day to win the district championship, and then that moves ahead to the next week where they win in the region semifinal, host a region championship game. I mean, we haven't seen this, guys, since 2017. This is the last time they got to the sub-state, and still haven't been to a state tournament
pretty
yet.
sure it's the only second time in school history
that they've been to sub-state.
Yeah. And,
I think you're right.
They had some college history makers on the last team in 2017, and this one, Hayden, got so close to making some history this year.
They did. I'm proud of them. Coach Lloyd, we got to give him credit. His first year and did a remarkable job with those girls. That game at Marshall, or those 3 games at Marshall County, they were really fun to watch. Every one of them, just, you felt like you're on the edge of your seat every play of the game. And it was really fun to watch because, they wanted to get to the region. All they had to do was win that first game to get to the region. And after that, it's basically Marshall County's, district championship to lose because Lawrence County, and they got hot and they did what they needed to do, got some runners on, got them in scoring position, did everything they needed to do, win the district championship. And they won 3 games, got that, and then they win the first round of the region tournament against Stone Memorial, a really good Stone Memorial team, and just came up short to DeKalb County. Had some troubles there, had some errors there in the start of the game. But other than that, they did a really good job. They came in at the sub-state game to a really tough Heritage team. They've got some ball players on that team. I mean, every time they hit it, it was like almost to the wall.
Wind was blowing in 20 miles an hour, guys, and they were hitting everything almost off the wall.
Everything almost off the wall.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But everything I've read on Coach T, they're the favorites.
Yeah.
DeKalb.
Yeah.
And let me just say this: I've heard some that couldn't understand or figure out why they did the graduation on the field, and I get it. If you'd have won that region second round or that region championship, you would have got to
host sub-state,
to host and determine. But I get it. No mama wants your kid. They want that memory to be with the rest of their peers, but they do get to say something forever. I said, well, I had to have my graduation because we were the only second team in the history of this school to go to a sub-state. So they've got that. But I'm excited about next year calling this bunch. They've got some seniors. They've got some tough seniors that it's going to lose.
They only got one senior next year, yeah.
But they had a bulk of young talent that stepped up and did some really good things. Their pitching's all back from this year. They're going to be pretty fun to watch next year. I am really, really looking forward to calling their games next year.
Yeah, like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. And I don't know who, I think it was Coach Lloyd that said that last year they were a 4A team and they just got dropped down to 3A. Heritage, that is, that they played. So they played a really good team. And then again, Heritage was, they were the better team. But then again, Lawrence County, they held their own, just like their issue was the errors. But, it's just one of those things where they got hot at the right time. And like you said, Clint, they're the only team or the second team in school history to make it to the sub-state. So kudos on them for doing that.
Now they know where the ceiling is, guys. Now they know where the top of the mountain
Well, next year you make it that situation. Those
right.
not going to be there. And we were on the bus with them. We made that very long drive, basically to north or south of Knoxville.
Yeah.
So we were
somewhere
with them.
over
there. Thoughts about graduation were not on their minds.
Good.
Pretty loose team on the way down there, and they weren't really downtrodden on the bus on the way back, especially after our Buc-ee's stopped. So everyone was really happy after that.
Bussies.
So good season for them. Summertown softball. I know, Clint, that's not where that group wanted to end, but they ran into a really good Forest team and
had a terrible start.
Yeah, at the worst possible time.
It was a terrible start that they could never recover from. But Coach Shelby at Forest, I mean, whether it's a top tier athletic team or one of our least talented teams, they're going to be well coached. They're not going to make mistakes. And it's just a tough region. It's a really, really tough softball region. And, they had Summertown. If they don't have that rough start, they may be setting to win But those win or go home. It's kind of like basketball. That's my favorite night is that semifinal.
Yeah.
And it's good for a lot of reasons, bad for a lot of reasons. It was bad for the Lady Eagles because, could they have won a best 2 out of 3 series if they did it like baseball? Yeah. Could they, if it was set up a little different? I think so. But congratulations, Coach Westwood's first year. Doesn't lose a district game, dominated the district. And Hayden, I'm just going to call you out because you came in here, I think the last show after you called Loretta softball and said, I think we're going to have 2 teams in Murfreesboro. Well, Summertown lost in the region, but Loretta, as soon as you said that, they couldn't do anything.
They struggled. They really did.
They did that. Boy, the district tournament, I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I'm blaming it on you.
Yeah, I'll take the blame on that one. Yeah, that was rough. That was a rough call. I'll just keep my mouth shut from that point on.
Well, how about, speaking of first-year head coaches, you got Bryce Glass at Loretto. They started a little bit later everyone else, but they finished the regular season pretty strong. Westwood's at Summertown, and now to the baseball side, Brent Blackwood got him back to the sub-state once again, and unfortunately you had to run into that Huntington team who their season ended in the state championship game a year ago.
Jesus, Summertown should put in a clause with the TSSAA. Just we refuse we don't even want Huntington to come to us. Just leave no Huntington.
Get them out of there.
And I think it does change next year with the new alignment. Where your possible sub-state would be.
We were looking at that on the bus because I know it completely changes from Lawrence County instead of going to Knoxville and Chattanooga.
I think with this new district,
Jackson.
I think their possible region is up north like Cheatham County and those schools now.
Yeah, Lawrence County, there's at Spring Hill, Battle Creek and all that.
And then the other region you would play in the sub-states around Jackson and Martin.
Yeah.
So,
those boys, I mean, I don't think I'm pushing any buttons here, but them boys had to deal with something during the off season that they shouldn't have had to deal with, and that could have broke up a team. And they played for each other, and they played together, and they made it back to the Sweet 16. I want to give a big shout out to my buddy Timmy. When I 3 years ago. When Timmy went from helping me in basketball to calling baseball, I went, oh my God! I kept telling Will, have your finger on the button. Just have your finger on the button. And my good friend Timmy has absolutely killed it the last 3 years.
He's done a great job.
Now he's had a kid there, so obviously he's probably going to be there. But he didn't have to do what he does. Right. And I want to give him a huge shout out because I've enjoyed listening to all his game. Can he get emotional? Yeah. But you've all heard me when my kids are playing too. So I thought he's a professional as Timmy could be, and it was entertaining. And I want to say thank you for all you did for that baseball team. And I know there's a lot of other people that speak with me.
Absolutely.
And that's another young team. They do lose some seniors, Kane
3
and Quentin, and they lose 3 seniors, and it's a young team. A lot of those guys coming back, they could be in that same exact spot.
You're hoping you get Jackson Bennett back, who would probably been your shortstop and probably number 1 pitcher.
Right.
It's just keep moving up. The only thing is, I just don't know how. You're going to have Forest, you're going to have Community, you're going to have, it's just a totally different district now. So next year is going to be interesting.
Right.
Next year is going to be interesting.
we'll see. And
I may be calling a lot of Lawrence County games, and you may be driving to Community in Chapel Hill. Let me just say that.
And Cascade.
And Cascade.
I do have to say, Tim, because Timmy, his few emotional outbursts, because he can't obviously run foul balls, he still owes us some steak dinners.
Yeah, 100%.
So we until the day he dies, I will still remind him that he owes us some steak dinners after just a couple of those emotional outbursts. But finally, wrapping up Lawrence County baseball, guys won that district. An incredible run that they went on to go back to get in the region, win the first game. Second game, Ayers just killed them in the championship against Tullahoma. Again, Tullahoma is the defending Class 3A state champions. Team that's not going to beat themselves, and you can't beat yourself. And played a really good Upperman team. Speaking of, I think Lawrence County should petition to never play Upperman in anything.
Ever.
Ever. Boys basketball, girls basketball. Yeah, it's their Huntington. Baseball in back-to-back years, which, again, it changes. We play Battle Creek.
Much
Montgomery Central, Spring Hill, and that whole bunch.
Easier drive for sure.
Easier drive and maybe easier competition, but we don't know until we get there next year. But had chances there, guys, in that game. You're down 1, 5th, 6th, and 7th, 2-1, an out or less, and can't push across a run. But tough way to go out. But that's another young team. How many freshmen and sophomores, Dusty, did we see in that lineup?
I've seen a bunch
every day. And if that doesn't motivate them to get beyond that point and make them work so hard in the off season, I don't know what will.
Yep. I said it. I guess last week or week before last time I was on the show. I talked to Coach Wright and told him, great job. And he put it all on the boys, and that's great. But you said it when we talk about a bunch of freshmen and sophomores. And I want to go back to Landon Bracey and Case Chapman. Them boys stepped up in a role that you normally don't see that.
Right.
And I know, hey, listen, we were tight on pitching. Yeah. And I guess you can use the saying, next man up. And them boys, they come in and done what they're supposed to do. Those 2 games back to back. Case gets a win, then he comes back in the second game, gets a save. Just a great job all around for the Wildcats, and I'm really anxious to see where they go this next year. I see them putting another run together.
Yeah, and shout out to the seniors, Alex Bedford, by the way, Mr. Class 3A, Mr. Baseball finalist. Is that the first ever one in Lawrence County history?
From what I can figure out, it is the very first time we've ever had a Mr. Baseball finalist out of Lawrence County High School.
His numbers are just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Truett kid, Cole
Justin
Schultz,
Kimbrell.
Justin Kimbrell, and there's one more I'm blanking on the top of my head.
Wow.
Or was that it? Was it?
I think it was just 4.
It was 4.
Yeah, it was just 4. Okay, so I got them all in there. So, man.
You said kid.
Yeah, Truett.
Truett, Alex, Cole, Justin.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
If we've left you out, we apologize.
Yeah, we really do apologize. I know I got you right at the end of the game, but I'm just double checking here. But certainly a lot to look forward to, and there's been a lot going on. Guys around, a lot of local athletes making some moves. So it's going to be a busy summer, and before you know it, that first week, first volleyball games, first football games.
It's not that far away, guys.
No, it's really not.
I mean, we might as well say we're in the 1st of June.
Yeah, we pretty much are.
I'm just waiting until Will calls me.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to football, though. Yeah. I don't know I'll be looking forward to the year after this one, but our schedule at Summertown football this year, a lot of home games and not real far away games.
New stadium, right, too.
Yeah.
New stadium.
So I'm looking forward to it. Now, next year, that schedule's going to suck.
Yeah.
Like, you'll be going to Savannah and all those trips.
Hill.
And I may retire after next year.
Adam Lindsay still has a kid, right, on the team?
Not playing football.
Well,
he plays basketball and golf.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Somebody gonna get hooky dookie.
Well, again, it may be one of those, like I just said. I'll be calling Lawrence County. You'll be going to Savannah.
We'll cross those bridges.
Taylor, where you at?
Taylor, you're the newest rookie.
Yeah, that is a Taylor game.
That's right.
It is a Taylor game. All right, we're coming up next, guys. We head to the national scene. We are officially into the conference championships in the NBA, the NHL. We have certainly a ton to talk about when it comes to that. That's next on X Sports Live.
You mad Joker's out?
No.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
For the best at-home care in Lawrence County, the Summit at Home is the right company for you. We have a friendly staff over 25 that is trained, educated, and qualified to help with all your needs within your household. Our non-medical services include transportation, housework, dressing, and companionship. We are also covered by most long-term care providers. For more information, please call 931-762-2310.
Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential to commercial and industrial, Evers' team of experts stands ready to install, service, and repair all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Specializing in leak repair, maintenance, air duct cleaning and repair, air handler service, drain cleaning, gas line work, emergency unit repair, inspections, and more. Evers Construction offers a preventative maintenance package to keep your home or business cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Trained, trusted, reliable. For more information or to schedule an appointment with the pros who know, phone 931-762-3593 or visit eversconstructionco.com. Evers Construction Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Welcome to Mid-South Barn Dominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson Cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or maple, whether you paint or stain. All comes with slow close hardware and many pull-out different style options to choose from.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to tell you about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can come and create their perfect registry with us. So stop by Miss Millie's today. We're located in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing, specialty fruit tea, drafts, and much more. Our food is always prepared daily. Whether you come in with friends or family, you'll appreciate that fresh is better.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee.
The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years.
And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
Hey, I'm Peyton Bowie, the children's pastor at Mars Hill Baptist Church, and it's crazy to think that summer is just around the corner. If you're like me and you're already planning what you're going to be doing and where you're going to be going for the summer, go ahead and put Vacation Bible School at Mars Hill down on your calendar. June the 9th through the 12th from 9 a.m. to noon for any kids 4 years old all the way through 5th grade. This year, our theme is True North, where we're going to be looking at all that God has created to help us really understand and discover who God is and how amazing He is and what it means to have a relationship with Jesus. So come join us June 9th through the 12th at Mars Hill Baptist Church from 9 a.m. to noon, kids 4 years old all the way through 5th grade. We can't wait to see you there.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
You remember that one time in the Duncan parking lot?
Yeah, I'll tell you about a Duncan parking lot.
I heard there's some crap went down Sunday.
Oh, if you guys only knew the story we just heard.
Oh, y'all gonna hear.
Oh, man. Well, guys.
I guarantee they ain't going to hear what we heard.
Yeah, they're going to get the really tame version.
This is Dusty's last show.
Really tame version. Oh, well, we are into the conference finals. Pacers-Knicks tip-off here in about half an hour, guys. But before we get to that point, the conference semifinals were certainly interesting. I feel bad for you, Dusty. Your boy Joker, no longer with us.
Listen, guys, that is And this guy has won MVPs, won titles. I don't know how people watch him.
Because he's great. I mean, have you not seen the numbers he put up?
Basically, he puts up 40 and 40
by himself.
Yeah, he goes 40 and 40.
Charles going there.
He goes 40 and 40 with 96 fouls that's never called. That's the dirtiest player that's ever laced the boots up.
Me and you watching two different things.
Dude, he can't set a screen for nothing.
He don't have to.
Yes, he sets a screen every play. He's so terrible.
I mean, you would think you're talking about Angel Reese the way you're describing his game.
Ours ain't no better.
If he's not the best player in the league, he's top 3. If you wait, they'll get him some help next year, and you're really going to be crying.
He's not even going to be there.
Yeah, he will.
He's going to Los Angeles to play with Luka.
Nah, you know.
I'm telling you.
You sure Giannis isn't going to Los
Giannis?
Angeles? Yeah.
No, he'll end up at New York because they ain't going.
Go to San Antonio.
I mean, I hope he goes there. I hope he goes to San Antonio, but I mean, they talk about him going to Toronto and Brooklyn. I see him going to the Knicks. If they don't win, they'll ship out Towns for Giannis and whoever. But and the whole thing with like Shea, you know, we talk about him being this MVP. Did y'all watch him last night?
Oh yeah.
That's James Harden 2.0. Mm-hmm. He's manipulating the game. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, but he is.
A lot of questionable calls.
And Edwards ain't no better. That's a piece of garbage. I mean, y'all look it up, man. It ain't no secret.
I mean, everybody's look it up, man. It's a bunch of people in the league.
I mean, he goes 18. He had 18 points and didn't score none in the fourth. That ain't a superstar in the conference finals. Yeah. I'm sorry, it's not.
Oh, he's at third year?
His third year, and they talk about he's in the locker room hurt with a sprained ankle. He come out before halftime and was still getting to the rim and doing the whole 9. So when you in the first 3 quarters with 18 and then 0 in the fourth, you're not a superstar to me. To me, you're garbage. Julius Randle is the man on that team right now.
The whole playoff run, he's been
averaging
23.9 points a game.
Yeah, I mean, he had 6 threes in the first half.
Yeah, he's been.
Well, that what you're saying leads into a common thread that you've seen all these things. We're saying goodbye to an era of basketball, right. With Steph, LeBron, a lot of these guys that have carried it for the last 10 years, and they don't get it done anymore. Right. I still think Steph can. I think you put the right people or him with the right group.
Him and Jimmy worked really well.
But again, so now we've got to start anointing, well, who's the guys now? And I do to that point. Now, let me tell you who the guy is. The guy's Joker. Now, Dusty might not think that.
You trying to tell me that Joker's better than Giannis?
I think so.
Yes.
Ain't no guys. Come on.
He's more consistent.
He's more consistent, and
his defense is better. Giannis' defense is better. Just because he can't shoot, he may not shoot a 3. He may not shoot it 46 times a night. He's still more dominant.
Crazy.
I think Joker, he can control the offense better. His passing is unreal. Yeah. It's unreal what he can do.
You can have 96 assists, but you're still sitting at the house. He
lasted longer than Giannis.
Yeah. Listen, Giannis is going somewhere else. He's done, and that Milwaukee run's over. He got his title. They didn't get him nobody. I mean, you should
never. They got him Dame,
but Dame's going to be hurt.
But here's the thing, though. They give away Holiday, who's probably better than Dame because he plays defense.
Okay.
From that,
still don't mean Giannis is better than Joker. But Pat, but I see what you're saying is who do we anoint? Who's the guys now? And I have a hard time watching because there's so much inconsistency.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's like you said with Ant. Ant can have 40 or he can have 14. Now I do like Minnesota's coach, and I love the way I think they are the best team oriented left.
Yeah. See, I think it's Indiana.
Well, I think Minnesota can beat you with about 6 different players, be a leading scorer, and I think their ultimate
they've
goal
got
is
the best 5,
and we don't, and
I don't think they care who scores. I think they were trying to win a championship,
and we're never going to give OKC any credit till they win one because they're so young. They don't have a veteran player. Mm-hmm. They're doing it out there with a bunch of 21, 22-year-olds. If you want to look at it, you got a bunch of sophomore and juniors out there in the NBA playing. Playing. Props to them. I mean, they've done really good. Chet does a good job down low. I think he takes too many breaks. He don't play enough minutes. I think he could play more.
And he's getting bigger too. He's getting bullied.
He's getting bullied. But I think Indiana, that's a good ball team.
It is. They're peaking at the right time.
Everybody, listen. The four that are left, to me, have played the best consistently all year.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
They're the four that Chuck kept getting on to the ESPN people and everybody else saying, you want to talk about LeBron and Luka, you want to talk about Steph. Well, let's talk about these four teams that are doing things that they have never done that are and look who's left.
And look out! And I know the series went 6, but the Knicks looked incredible. They were never out in any of those games against Boston. I mean, but won games 1 and 2 after being down 20 in the second half. Some of that is on Boston for shooting 63s a game.
That's stupid.
Which is, I mean, I watched some of those, and I will rarely, if ever, say a game was unwatchable. And I love Joe Mazzulla because I covered him at West Virginia, and if I didn't cover him at West Virginia, I would probably hate him. But how can anyone watch that and go,
well,
this is what I want to watch?
You had
and they're wide open.
They had a fallback. They had an excuse built in. Well, we don't have Tatum.
Right.
Until you played that
they
game.
They were doing that with Tatum.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Until you lost the way you just lost and it looked like that, no, you weren't going to win with him the way that was, that whole game plan.
And I tell you what, I don't like these guys that have been ripping on Brunson for shooting too much.
Yeah.
He's got to shoot the ball.
He has to, yeah.
That offense that whole team runs through him.
He's leading playoffs in scoring with 28.8.
Yeah, but I mean, don't get that. You got to shoot the ball.
Exactly.
But he still has a lot of assists. I mean, and you got other guys.
Josh Hart.
Hart. I mean, he's getting close to 20 a game.
Yeah, and almost like he's basically a triple-double machine.
It's to what Hayden said. I watched that game 7, and it wasn't that Boston was forcing up bad threes. They just can't make it.
Yeah.
I mean, they need players that can make shots.
Yeah. I mean, at what point do you say, all right, Jaylen Brown, your game is to go to the rim. He's done it his whole career, except this year. I'm going to send back. I mean,
last year's Finals MVP.
Finals MVP, and he sure didn't get it by shooting the
contract
three.
Year? That could have.
No, he signed his contract last year, year before last. He signed one of them gnarly contracts.
Well, it's I like what Jay Williams said whenever Tatum got hurt. He said, "Jaylen Brown, now is your moment to prove you're a $300 million player."
And he didn't.
And he didn't.
He did not at all. I mean, I think the old man.
Let me just say this: nobody's a $300 million player.
Right.
No, not at all. I mean, but the old man Horford looked like the best one on the court.
Yeah.
Oh, Al, you know what you're going to get out of him.
Yeah, you know he's going to stand over in the corner and he's going to shoot a three, or he's going to run around somewhere and he's going to set a screen somewhere and try to get a bounce off of it.
Or he's going to be a threat in the corner and make him play outside.
Yep.
And he's going to foul somebody real hard about twice a game.
So I was listening to it. Has Indiana ever won a championship?
No.
Nope.
I know they haven't won it. Minnesota haven't won.
They've gotten to the finals one time, and that was with Reggie Miller, and they ran into Kobe and Shaq at the height of Kobe and Shaq.
New York. They got beat. I think they got swept.
Yeah.
I think that was one of those 4-0 title runs.
Their best chance was when Jordan beat them. The only game 7 Jordan had. Mm-hmm. In '98. I think they would have won it. I think they were. I mean it.
Oh yeah, if they'd made the conference, if they'd made the finals, they would have won.
And then the next best chance they were going to have was the Malice at the Palace.
That
and
year,
they lost two of their best players for the rest of the year, and it was Reggie Miller's, I think, last year.
That was his last year,
and screwed Reggie Miller.
Yep,
because he was all by himself.
That team
was.
They took on.
They were the best team in the league.
Yeah, well, that Malice of the Palace, that was against the defending NBA champions, and they crushed them. It wasn't even close.
Wasn't even close.
So,
and Reggie Miller wasn't playing that game.
They were playing the best They were the best team in the league at that time, and then they lost their 2 best players.
Yep.
I ain't gonna say Jerome. Who's
Jermaine O'Neal.
Jermaine O'Neal was probably their best player besides. He was their best player.
Yeah, he was young, man. He
because
like
Reggie had taken a different role.
Right.
But you had Meta World Peace.
I was going to say Ron Artest.
And he was Dennis he had about a 5-year stretch where he could do everything Dennis Rodman could do, but also score 20.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he was amazing. I know he's crazy, but he was amazing.
He was big on one of those Laker championship teams.
He was. That's the thing a lot of people don't realize about him. It wasn't just that run in Indy. He had a big run in Los Angeles. You know, and people compare, right now because he's playing Draymond to Rodman. Draymond's defense is unreal. Draymond's he's an all-NBA defensive player, hands down. I don't put him in with Rodman just maybe because he fights but Draymond does his job. His job is to find your best player and piss them off until they
protect Steph.
And protect Steph. Right. That's what he does.
Forcer.
And then on top of that, he's good for 3 threes a night and 15 assists.
And then 2 points for the next 3 nights.
Yeah, seriously, but then look at his defense.
And four suspensions.
Yep.
Yeah. He got suspended 10 games and $27,000.
Yep. 16 technicals and 1 point.
Well, you guys brought up a point. LeBron's probably coming up on his last or next to last year. Steph is getting old. And even Giannis is getting up there in age because he's been around.
Well, Giannis 33 years old.
Yeah. I mean, some of these guys that they've been relying on the league as is getting old. My biggest issue with this newest crop, whether it be Tatum or Ant or Joker or
Shea.
They're pushing Shea on us.
Yeah.
They're pushing
Shea.
Yeah.
And they're pushing Ant on us as well. Here's the big problem I have with all that group. Those guys do not want to be the face of the league.
That's the whole thing with Ja.
Ant straight up came out and said he doesn't want to be that guy.
I mean, at the end of the day, Luka will be the face of the NBA.
Yeah. I think that's
unless Wemby steps up and wants that role.
Well, Wemby's got to get healthy first.
Listen, I'm afraid that could.
I hope not.
I don't see him ever being thick enough to be healthy.
That's why I look at Wemby like I do Shea. Not Shea, but Chet. Like, he's so. I mean, he's very explosive for his size. I mean, he can get to the rim, but he can't do nothing when he gets there because them guys are just pushing him off.
Right. Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to talk about one little guy, and I'll be done with NBA. Props to Crusoe for shutting down Joker.
Crusoe, yeah. I mean, he played his.
Hey, listen, played the best defense anybody's played in the playoffs.
So with the 4 left, Indiana hadn't won championship then. New York hadn't won one since '73. OKC, I don't know.
They've never won.
They've never won. Seattle.
They went to the finals one time, and they've done that with the big three. Yeah, Harden and Westbrook.
Count Seattle. I mean, they won one in the 70s, but
See, I don't count that with it not being a team. I don't either. So we really have one team
that's ever won.
In the 70s.
Almost.
Well, Phil Jackson was a player the last time for the Knicks. The last time
they won it, so that would have been early 70s.
Yeah, 73 was when last time they won it.
Okay,
the last time they got there was what,
2000?
2000?
Yeah.
Was that
No.
Duncan? It was 99, wasn't it?
It was 99, yeah, because they made it to the conference.
Duncan and Robinson.
Yeah, it was the first time they made it to the conference finals since 2000.
Yeah, they run into San Antonio.
And they had like one run with Carmelo and Stoudemire where I think they got to the conference finals.
I didn't remember them getting there and losing to Duncan. I didn't think they'd been there since.
I thought that was Duncan's first
I thought it was
Hakeem
maybe.
Was it?
When Jordan was gone?
Lockout shortened year.
Hakeem beat him.
99 or 2000.
Okay.
When remember they had Marcus Camby, Allen Houston.
Okay.
It might have been
Latrell Sprewell.
Yeah.
They
got
pretty
swept by San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Okay. Yeah, that's.
I think it was 2000.
Yeah. Either 99 or 2000.
That would have been Tim Duncan's first one.
Yeah, it was Tim Duncan's first.
Yeah.
one.
His first one.
That would have also been about the time I quit watching it because Jordan had retired.
And David Robinson was leaving.
Yeah.
I think he left that next year.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
a year
So
after
Duncan
one.
wasn't on that one in the 90s?
He was drafted in 99, I think.
Yeah, it was his rookie year.
Okay, all right.
Because I know it was definitely the Spurs that beat him. It was a lockout shortened year. I'm pretty sure it was the Spurs that beat him. So, guys,
It was
thinking,
99. That's the last time they was there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking this could be 2 7-game series because it.
Oh, that's not surprising at all.
No,
I'm going to say, in my opinion, I think New York will win it, but it's going to be a 7-game series.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Indiana wins it.
No.
But, Indiana's playing the best they are. And, if they play with pace and space like they have been, they're going to be hard to beat. And, they were in the conference finals last year.
And you say that, but Indiana likes to get them down the floor.
Yep.
Well, I think every team left playing is a doppelganger of each other. I think all of them like to get
I
up
think
down the
so.
floor.
Yeah. But the thing about, I think the difference maker in New York and Indiana is Cat. He's not going to be able to just keep come down the floor. Now, that's the thing the Indiana's they got to stop Brunson because, he can hit that three on the run. Or he's always got heart somewhere he's kicking to. But if New York can't stop Halliburton from getting them down the floor, it's going to be a long series.
Yeah.
Because he's such a dynamic player.
And they've got two
find
guys.
every way you can to get a switch on Cat, because and that will destroy his confidence on offense.
Yes.
Which that's a good way.
You get in his head, and I think Indiana can do it.
Oh, Miles Turner.
Miles Turner.
He'll shut him down.
He'll eat him up.
Yeah. So I mean, I definitely would not be surprised to see both of these series.
And I'm just going to go ahead and pull for the East either way, even if they make, whatever team makes the finals against the West.
I could really care less, but I'm just hoping for good basketball.
Just not a fan of the teams on the West.
I'm not, man. No, I'm just not.
He don't want LeBron to be able to say he had to go through the toughest conference. And I don't either.
I was thinking to say you want.
All right, well, guys, baseball-wise, the Braves are at 500.
They suck.
Not convinced.
Listen, I might as well sit down on this. I have not watched a lick of baseball. The only baseball I've watched is the SEC. Watched Tennessee today.
Balls.
Yeah.
Beat up on this.
Beat up on that roll tide.
Beat up on that.
Listen, folks. Listen, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and throw y'all down out here. The University of Alabama is not a sports school anymore. We are more of an academic school.
I think you're our basketball school now.
We're looking for people that go to Harvard and Yale. That's what Alabama's going. We're going to come Ivy League.
Not in Alabama. That's an oxymoron. Saying Ivy League in the state of Alabama.
So
they still take their shoes off to count to 20 down there.
So I got.
Why you got me hating on?
Well, you ain't from there. It don't matter. I wasn't talking about you.
Cheater. Your school ain't gonna get to play nothing because they gonna be in all kind of cheating.
Nah, we just pay them. We just pay off them fines at Tennessee.
That's right.
Yeah.
You just pay enough where they don't really get you hard,
Oh, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we got that oil money. We got that pilot oil money.
That's right.
Flying J.
Yeah. So you're that down on the prospects of Alabama football? Because it's going to be here before you know it.
It is going to be here before you know it, guys. We may not even have a quarterback.
Well, listen, I was watching Boogie Bentley the other day, and I think we're down predicted about 4.5.
Yeah.
The way we keep losing players.
Yeah, I'm not liking it. I'll be happy with the 7-5 season.
We could be.
I'll take it.
We could be the laughing stock of the SEC.
Well, I hope.
The SEC.
I mean, we not.
The SEC is in big trouble this year. They're in big trouble.
Listen, the Big Ten's going to eat our lunch.
Oh, they're going to kill us. That's why I'm a little nervous for SEC football for the upcoming years.
It may be one of them seasons where we may not watch very many games.
Now, I watch my Tennessee.
We may be a basketball conference now.
Yeah, we might be.
Basketball, baseball,
baseball, and softball.
Which, by the way, how about A&M losing to Liberty? And the first time the one seed is lost in the regional.
Big shout
and
out.
They lost to Liberty.
Eric Escobar played for Summit in high school. Pitched a gym for Liberty to beat Texas A&M, and seen her in the travel ball world. Grew up. She's my middle one's age, and played a lot with her and against her and stuff. And she pitched a gym for Liberty against A&M.
Wow. I mean, it's. I'm never going to say that's going to trickle down to college football, because it probably won't. But we've seen some in basketball. I mean, we've had the Stony Brooks of the world and the Kent States make it to the College World Series. I think baseball and softball and basketball kind of lend towards the underdogs a little bit more than what football does. But that got a lot of people's attention this weekend.
I guarantee it did.
Liberty go to College Station and beat them. And one NBA thing we haven't talked about yet. How about the Mavericks getting Cooper Flagg and winning the NBA lottery?
What they have? How many? What was their chances?
1.8.
1.8.
Yeah. Fourth lowest in NBA history.
I mean, I've even read and listened to a couple of podcasts where they think it's rigged. They think that was all done. They think Luka going to Los Angeles was already a done. They think this part of it was the end of the part of being rigged.
Basically, we'll make this deal work, but you got to give us the number one pick.
Yeah, we're going to send.
You got to fix this.
We're going to send this almighty superstar that's going to carry your league. We're going to send him to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with LeBron. We're going to send him out here to the big market, and y'all can make all the money you want to off of him. But we want Cooper Flagg, and they're going to bring in Dirt to coach him.
I like it.
I think the biggest winner in the lottery was San Antonio. They got 2 lottery picks, the second pick and the 14th.
I think you trade that second pick for Giannis.
Yeah. And you'll probably have to trade your
probably
rookie of the year.
You're probably going to have to trade that second and 14th pick.
And your rookie of the year last year and the Castle kid from UConn. So
See, I kind of think he needs to be there because Wemby, if he can stay healthy, him and Giannis are still going to need a ball handler.
They got De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And they got Chris Paul as a backup point guard. So
Jim Irsay died.
What's that?
Jim Irsay.
Really?
Longtime Colts owner. Just set a notice on ESPN. 65 years old.
Wow, breaking news.
Breaking news.
So coming up next here on X Sports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen, we talk wrestling, and we got some things to get off our chest. That's next here on X Sports Live.
Let me tell you about a place that has it all for your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house, and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites, with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food and friendly faces, visit us today at Pat's Cafe and Catering.
At Florida Mid-South Realty, we pride ourselves on our family values, professional service, and a deep local knowledge. With a small town feel and a personal touch, we're here to help you navigate the real estate process with ease. Whether buying, selling, or renting, you can trust us to guide you every step of the way. And don't forget to catch Florida Rockstars, our live podcast every Tuesday morning at 8. Florida Rockstars, rocking the real estate news and all things local. Florida Mid-South Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back here at X Sports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen. And guys, Hayden, you kind of mentioned it during the break. We're kind of in a weird spot in wrestling right now. We just had Backlash. What's the next pay-per-view? Is it Money in the Bank?
Well, I know we got
Saturday
night's
main
main
event.
event Saturday. Well, that's just ain't nothing.
Yeah.
And then Money in the Bank is May the 7th, I think.
Okay.
So
May 7th?
May 7th
May,
was about
or not? No. I'm
about
sorry.
4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Golly, it's almost a year before we got to next one.
Golly.
No, June 7th. June 7th.
Okay.
Look, the season's been long.
I'm sorry, man. We ain't been together.
I know. We haven't been able to call out each other's
Yeah.
mistakes in a while.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's we're kind of in this weird spot.
Well, you call it weird spot. I call it a sucky spot.
I was trying to be nice.
Raw. The last two Raws and SmackDowns have sucked.
Yes.
Yes. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna jump right into what we talked about yesterday. I can't watch a female match. There's more botches, and this botches from like you said, like Becky Lynch, Natalya, girls who have just been doing it for years. I mean, it's horrible to watch it.
And one of them just broke their leg.
Yeah, Zoe Stark. That was nasty.
She's in rough shape. She's gonna be out a while.
Yeah.
But like me and Brazier were talking yesterday. Did y'all watch Monday night and the Natalya, Becky Lynch, and
Go back and watch that match. Gretchen, who tolerates wrestling because I love it, sitting on in Dusty's spot. I'm sitting in my easy chair. And she said, rewind that. And I rewound it. She said, look at that. The spot where Becky's down and Natalya's here. And what's her name goes up to
Roxanne.
do the moonsault. And she just starts sliding over.
Yeah.
We're talking like a 30-second slide. Y'all didn't see that. Y'all didn't see that.
And then there's the worst one.
The worst one, yeah.
At the very end, when Lyra Valkyrie. When they're feuding, and she just got Becky's head, and clearly going this way to slam her, and she loses handle of her, and so Becky just takes on herself to just headbutt herself into this guardrail.
Not even close.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah.
And Gretchen even said that's awful.
Yeah.
And she don't like wrestling.
Listen, it's hard to watch.
Well, you remember the rest.
There were several in Rhea. It only became a two-man spot, but there were several in it.
It was not good.
Well, in the triple threat match, I was watching it the other day because it was good, the one that they had at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
It was early on.
I think it was the best match of night, too.
Yeah. And I remember there's one move I remember distinctly because you called it out the moment it happened was Io knocks Rhea and Bianca on the ground, and they immediately I think they got clothesline, and they immediately popped up and knew to go back to back. Like it wasn't natural, and you just went, "Oh, we didn't see that one coming." Something to that effect.
Well, one of the worst ones I saw was War Games, the Survivor Series. That one was botch filled with Nia Jax and all that.
And I'm even going to go a step farther. None of them has been as bad. You saw the slow motion breakdown of Naomi on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, that part. Braun Breaker.
The one other night, Braun Breaker. He's punching up in his elbow. Like, not even close.
He's hitting himself. And, if I'm Triple H, them guys come back, all right, we're having a class.
Yeah.
All right.
All of you guys are going to the Performance Center.
Yes.
We're
going to NXT.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what. I don't know if everybody's so worried about giving a potato or getting a receipt now, but that looked awful.
It was terrible. And I'm watching and I'm thinking, okay, Braun Breaker is supposed to be somebody that's going to put this company on his shoulders.
Right.
And let me just say this. Yeah. Since they have made him the right-hand man and trying to give him this push now with Heyman, they've made him look worse to me.
Worse.
Right.
Yeah. And I seen a clip today of Goldberg. And Goldberg's talking about Breaker and how he can't believe how his wrestling has started going. He said, he's got my tattoo. He said, people don't realize, but when he was just a little bitty kid, him and Scott and him and Rick were running the roads together.
Yeah.
So Goldberg had, he said that Breaker actually asked him about that tattoo when he got older, could he get it? Mm-hmm. He said, yeah, you can, that's fine. So, I mean, but he gets talking about him, he's like, what are they doing to these guys?
Yeah.
What are they doing to these young kids out here in the ring? Like, this is terrible.
Well, the match he had with Sammy.
Yeah.
I mean, you let Sammy get over on him more than you're supposed to let a character you're building that much.
Right.
I mean, he's supposed to not squash Sammy.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, all respect to Sammy. Hey, he's a good character, but I think they're building him up to join them or to turn on Punk or something
I think
because
that tag team match is Saturday.
I think he's.
It is. It's
I
Saturday
think he's
night
going to
main
screw
event.
Jey Uso.
Because they were setting that
There's
up.
a storyline there.
There's something going on.
Yeah, there's something there.
And I don't feel like Sammy is a guy that you can make a good guy to make a run with anymore.
No.
Well, I think when the draft comes up, we need to switch some guys.
Got to.
and gals.
Got to do
Number
something.
one, we need to get your dude away from the bloodline. Like get Fatu away from.
They're
Solo.
killing him. Solo's terrible.
Get him away from that new guy, Jeff Cobb. All of that stuff. Like I want I want LA Knight.
I was literally about to say that.
Bring
Get him
some
over to
different
Raw.
guys over to
They're
SmackDown.
squashing your guy.
I know, and I'm not happy about it.
LA
they're
Knight, I
squashing
mean,
him.
he's lost 2 matches in a row,
Yeah.
and I get it. It was from interference and stuff by them, but you let a guy came on in his first match
Right.
beat LA Knight, who
Yeah.
you thought was on this rise, and now he looks like
He's.
looks like he's just a setup guy
And
now.
I'm not real happy.
And
a
when
lot
I
of
watched,
fans are not happy.
and when
about
I was watching the whole Solo Fatu thing on Friday night, they've got to get Solo's terrible.
it. Yeah.
Jacob Fatu can lead a mic. He can lead the crowd. He could go out on his own.
Yeah.
Do whatever. But they're destroying LA Knight and Jacob Fatu with the bloodline.
Well,
It's just-
if you're going to
Both
keep it,
of
if
them.
you're going
Yeah.
to keep it going at some point, Fatu's just got to take it over.
I think
And
he
and
turns on him. I think he's got to.
Well, or he's got to start, and I think he is, but I think Solo's got to start being scared of him and bowing to him.
Yeah.
And he's got to be the guy. And I don't know if you lead Roman back into that somehow, and I don't know. I don't know how you do it, but I'm with you. I want to see Fatu just go on his own and just be.
So he can do it. He can do it.
He can do
You
it.
know, I just want to, he's not going to be a heel or a baby face. He's just going to kill everybody.
Him and Braun could be a really good main event. Those
Oh,
could
them
be a
two.
Oh, they've already hinted
They
at it
tear the house
sometimes,
down.
Oh yeah.
really good. main
Absolutely.
event. That could be a SummerSlam. That could be a Rumble. That could be a WrestleMania.
I mean, that could be a WrestleMania match.
Let's not put it in our group text too, but I'm not trying to sound racist or anything like that because I'm worried about him, but they're fixing to get Penta killed because they were working that guy like they just picked him up at Home Depot.
Yeah.
I mean, that kid, you can't turn on an event.
Yeah.
Said, tonight we got Penta.
Yeah.
Well, of course you do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's been on 80 straight weeks.
And listen, like
He's
the
gonna
match.
do a 15-minute
Yes.
crazy match.
Yeah.
And then, last night or Monday, he's tagging with AJ, so he takes the majority of the match, anyways. I mean, AJ hits his spots, but Penta was in. I mean, he's carrying that match, And
I'm not saying it's a bad match, good match, but good God, give him a week off.
Yeah.
give him a break.
He's been working hard.
Because WWE's in the same spot as, say, the NBA. Roman's about to take a break after his contract runs out. Cena's gone at the end of the year.
Talking to Dusty, Roman's part-timer now.
Yeah.
I mean, he is. He's
Kind
part-timer.
of been a part-timer the last 2-3 years.
Punk's not got much longer in him.
Punk doesn't have much longer.
can't.
Seth doesn't have much longer.
No, I mean,
Some of these guys
Punk's
have to
doing a great job.
Yeah.
I mean, props
Roman's got other plans though after this too.
Yeah, he's
Punk has been really good.
he has. I mean, he's a
Been
worker.
very humble too, I think.
Yeah, I think this go around for him
I
was.
think he should be the one that takes the belt off Cena.
I do too.
I don't disagree with that
I
at
think
all.
it's got to be Punk and Cena at Money in the Bank.
Or maybe Punk and Cena at SummerSlam.
So I like SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Go ahead and let's do the big show.
Yeah.
Put
Yeah.
them
Night 2 is
Night 2.
That would be
Main
nice. The
event.
only thing I'm thinking about Money in the Bank is how in 2011, whenever Punk had his contract expire that year
Right.
and was going to leave the company
Right.
with the belt, it's kind of like a full circle, except opposite what it was.
Do we see the Saturday night main event since it's Cena and
Truth.
Truth? Do we start seeing Cena start to feel bad?
I think I was listening to a podcast and there was the guy. He was saying that
He was
Truth
giving
is-
he was giving glimpses of that
Yeah.
the last pay per view.
Yeah, at St. Louis, they were like,
You think he is right now, this early?
Well, I mean, dude, he's only got 20-something dates left.
Emotionally, he's not going to be
We
able
all
to.
thought he was going to go till the end of the calendar year.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case.
No.
I think when SummerSlam's done, he's done.
And I've been the first one to say
No,
it.
they said Survivor Series, he isn't going to be at that.
Oh.
That's his last
I mean, I've been saying it since the whole match with when he turned on Cody, but like he hates it because these fans are still giving him everything they got.
But you guys watched the end of Backlash. I mean, he kept kind of looking, and he was wanting to like.
He was wanting to throw his hands
He was
up.
selling it like he is starting to feel bad. And now you don't have this deal with R-Truth.
Right.
Who's your biggest fan?
Yeah.
Who is
It's my childhood
hero?
And it's crazy. He's like 10 years older than John Cena.
Yeah, but that was because he's stupid. But I don't think you have this match if you don't start laying. I'm not saying he's going to. But I think you start laying.
It makes perfect sense
planting
for
those
storylines.
seeds.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Right.
Or
Truth
does
is
John Cena
representing
just,
the fans.
Or do you see R-Truth standing there and John Cena just beat the?
No, I think it's going to happen.
It's going to be a squash match.
I think,
yeah.
but at the end of it, you're going to see Cena start feeling bad about what he's become or whatever.
Okay, so when are we going to see The Rock in all this?
I was getting ready to ask that question.
I mean, where does he come in? He's got to.
I think. Now,
I wish he'd go away.
Well, I think you've got to see him at some point, but not in Cena's storyline when Cody comes back, because Cody's got to get some payback.
Cody's there. I mean, it's going to be Cody that's going to save wrestling. He's going to take the belt off of. That's what.
But ever since WrestleMania, they ain't mentioned Cody Rhodes.
No,
he's
earned a break. He has earned a break.
SmackDown. What? They ain't mentioned him.
I mean, you're right. He deserves a break.
He deserves a break. Yeah. And of course, I've listened to a bunch of podcasts and reports saying like, oh, he's supposed to be back, Money in the Bank, or he's going to be back. Saturday Night Main Event. I don't think that. We all said the same thing about Roman last year. So.
I told Clint yesterday. I seen a picture of him and his wife and his daughter, and he's got his left hand in a soft brace. So I don't know if he's had some issues going on with the hand or what,
Was it the left? Because I know he always wears that wrist.
But it was on his left hand. Yeah. It was his left hand in the picture.
I mean, he's been doing all the house shows. And
he's been doing it all.
He's been doing it all. So
I mean, it's the same thing with Jey Uso.
Yeah.
I mean, Jey is working his hind end off.
Yeah.
Am I the only one? No, I know you've noticed it. Am I the only one that started? Seemed like Monday night they were trying to start turning Gunther face.
I see what you're saying.
I see where you're getting
with the whole McAfee thing, where he's like,
well, that and talking down Logan Paul in the crowd, getting behind him with,
yeah.
I thought, no. That's one of those that can never be faked.
Yeah,
one, he's German. And two, he's a perfect heel. I don't care if they put the belt on him. Take him to the top, but he is a perfect heel.
Unless, because the bad idea would be turn Logan Paul face, because nobody's
they can't do that. Surely,
nobody wants that to happen.
But I'll say this: Logan Paul is starting to turn more into a full timer, though.
Yeah.
And I could see him in Seth Rollins' stable. Because they've got to add more to it. You can't just have those two.
No, they got to add to it.
Unless
but
Sammy joins it.
I think Sammy's going to join it. I really do.
Yeah.
But I think CM Punk's going to be laying out there getting the brakes beat off of him, and the music's going to hit, and Lesnar's going to come down and save him.
You've said this for a year.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I texted all in the group chat about that 6-man tag team match where it's Roman, Lesnar, and Punk.
All Heyman's
and going on.
It's going to be hard to do that now, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I just think the Lesnar thing is going to be it's going to be one of them nights. It's got to
be a big show, though.
It's got to be one of them nights when Michael Cole don't have a clue.
Yeah.
Triple H, if you're watching, you're sitting on gold here.
Right here, but Triple H, we can...
Every Wednesday night. Every Wednesday
night, Triple H, we could write your stories for 6 months. But I'm telling y'all, what would it be like for Sammy to turn on Punk and them just out there just beating him down? Paul Heyman leading the way. And the music hit.
I mean, I could see it too.
That makes me chills right now.
But they're not going to do that at Saturday Night Main Event.
No, they're not going to do it at Saturday Night's Main Event. I don't think. Money in the Bank.
If Brock's return, it's going to be SummerSlam. It's going to be one of the big.
It's
going to be one of the big four.
Saturday Night's Main Event's huge, man, from the 80s.
No, they made it a joke.
That
it's
music's
been a joke.
going to hit.
Dude, you got the undisputed champion fighting R-Truth
in the main event.
Yeah, George talking about he's fighting
moron.
I told what the storyline's going to be like.
I mean,
I didn't say it was great.
little Jimmy gonna come help him?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, our church he's close to 60 years old.
I know.
Yeah. Like I said, Saturday night main event is just something that I could skip and be okay with it.
Now watch, it'll be huge.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And Lesnar does show
Lesnar
up.
will show up.
I'm not gonna watch it unless
he's
he's
going
gonna
to
show
blow our phone up.
I'm going. Yeah, I'll watch it.
I told you
sure.
some bitches.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's gonna be one of them good ones.
Well, guys, it's time to wrap up the show here, especially since your wife is getting hungry and needs the food that you got to pick up, and I've got to
Where you
pick up
going?
dinner as well. So,
She called in Mexican.
oh, okay. So, got any rants, Hayden?
I ain't got a rant, but I just want to give a shout out to all the coaches, players, and just another great season for all of us having. It was fun. Volleyball, football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Another fun year. Can't wait for next year. And it's going to be fun. Obviously, we're having a downtime, but we'll always stay busy somehow. We'll figure something out.
We had 729 games this year, guys. That's there's only 365 days in the year. We did 729 games, so we deserve a bit of a break.
Yeah.
Well,
We
I didn't have to do
we
it this
deserve
year.
the Cody treatment.
Walk around with braces.
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
hands. All right, you got anything, Clint?
Yeah. Thank you guys for letting me be a part of this. It's been really, really helpful this year. It really has. But my rant is, I don't watch the WNBA, but what little I do watch it is because of Caitlin Clark, and she is legit. She is third all time in triple doubles, and she's only played 80 games. Okay.
Crazy. Crazy.
But listen, this narrative that it's racist, this narrative that I am so sick of Angel Reese, you can call it what you want. It's not a race thing. It's not. Is she a basketball player or not? And let me tell you something. Angel Reese, she's about as athletic and coordinated as a newborn giraffe. I've never seen. You want to know why she's a paid rebounder? Is because she misses her own shot so much.
Right.
But I don't listen. I would rather talk the Jordan LeBron debate than these two because it is night and day difference.
Thank you.
You should not speak Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese's name. Now, there's a lot of other good NBA players that Caitlin Clark's probably not up to their level yet. And I'm not saying she's in a GOAT conversation or anything, but it's time for Angel Reese to be proud of what she's getting because she should be in a D League.
Yeah. There's no Angel Reese without Caitlin Clark.
No,
No one would know
she
who
don't have
she
any. No, wouldn't have a clue. No.
And that was actually sort of my rant. And the WNBA is investigating this thing. So apparently there's no witnesses to anyone hearing anything. There's no video evidence. There's no audio evidence. But we're investigating racist remarks in the crowd. It's going to go away, and there's going to be no report. Just like if you guys remember a couple years ago, Duke volleyball at BYU, when someone's, a young black lady said that she heard racist remarks that her teammates never heard, coaches never heard, cameras didn't pick it up, audio never picked it up, and they ended up punishing a special needs man at the end of the day who wasn't even near her when she was serving the ball. So, and they had to make this whole public. The police department came out and said, we didn't hear anything. University came out and said, we didn't hear anything. This is going to be one of those stories like, well, we investigated, but, we couldn't find anything conclusive, which is pretty much telling you they lied.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lie.
Well, look.
Now, if something comes out, I'll believe it, but as of right now, I'm not believing that whatsoever.
I can't get over the pettiness that you're seeing in the WNBA over a white girl and bringing more little girl white fans. Yeah. And you've actually got a product now that people are paying for and watching it. I believe you just should take the L and just be happy with what you're getting. But I don't want to walk that line and make me sound like I'm being racist. But it just seems very petty to me.
Yeah, I'm with you. With you. All right, big fella.
Yeah, I got one.
I've heard this one. I'm going, boys. This is a good one, folks.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't cut Dusty off in line.
So, well, I'd say don't cut anybody off in line, just to be honest with you.
Especially Dusty.
And go on.
Stay with the door.
Y'all can see how much fun me and him have together.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do it, Dusty.
You know, but this past weekend, Sunday, matter of fact, I went to town, got a little breakfast. My wife and daughter were heading out of town for senior trip, and I thought I would just go get some coffee and a few things, you know. And I've never had that happen to me before. You know, you always see like road rage and you see people getting mad at restaurants for this and that. But what I had happen to me Sunday, and I know the car. I mean, I can spot this car out a mile away. I can spot the dude out a mile away sitting in the car. But I've never had anybody jump in front of me in line while I'm letting other cars out. Because everybody's been in the Dunkin' in Lawrenceburg, and it is a tight parking spot all the way around the building.
And it's hard to get in that line no matter where you pull in.
Exactly. And this guy cut me off, and then, of course, I became Dusty Kaiser in the full flesh. But people, and no, I'm not going to say people. I'm going to say guy, because I don't know what your name is. It's guy to me. Actually, it's play something else, but I'm going to use the word guy as I'm on this show. Now, catch me Sunday when me and Brazier's running a podcast, you may be something else. But don't you ever, and I mean ever, let me catch you cutting line again in a drive-thru. I don't care if it's not me, but if I see this car in a drive-thru, I may get out and hook a chain to him and drag him out of line. You just don't do that. And I come to a point, and I've seen this guy's face and his age, and Hayden, I've done it to you a million times, and you know it's no disrespect to you, but your age.
This age group, yeah.
That age group right here. There's no respect whatsoever. Whether you're driving a car or walking through Walmart, or if you're at the Quit Mart getting a biscuit in the morning. I've just never seen anything like it. So props to you, because you're a great guy, and you do a good job being respectful, and I put that on your parents and your grandparents.
Yeah, definitely on my
absolutely.
Yeah.
But there's some people out there that ain't had no raising, and this dude that I call Guy is one of them. And there's just no sense in it. You just don't do people that way. And that kind of goes back to some of the stuff that you've talked about the revving of the motors and all this stuff, in these tight neighborhoods.
I know where you live.
I
really do.
It floors me, and I shouldn't. My coworker tells me all the time, and I use this statement. He says, why are you surprised? Because I want to be surprised that people are not always just idiots. But this guy Sunday was an idiot Duncan, and I let him know that. But anyways, other than that, I'm gonna finish on a good note real quick.
Okay.
Let's give a shout out to I'm gonna give a shout out to y'all and X Sports and what it's meant to me for the past 3 years that I've been on. It's kind of crazy that I've been doing it for 3 years and I hadn't got kicked off yet. Thanks, Ben. But I've had a lot of people. My daughter just graduated, so it's been a crazy few weeks, and I'm not giving names or anything like that. And if they're watching or go back and watch this, they'll know I'm talking about them, and that's fine. But I want y'all to know how many people has come up to me in the past couple of weeks about what y'all have done. Y'all two and Taylor, what y'all have done on this long road we've had through baseball and softball. And I thank them and told them thank you. But I want y'all to know that people in this community really do have our back. From north, south, east, west, it doesn't matter. That X Sports, we are a family, and that the Lawrence County community really enjoys what we do and what we're a part of and what we bring to the table.
Well, thank you.
It's always fun. I enjoy it too.
We got some big things in store. We're not going to talk about it yet.
No.
We got some big things in store, but when the time comes, we're which it's actually going to be pretty soon.
Yeah, sooner rather than later.
Sooner rather than later. We'll let you guys know when that goes down, but we've got some big things in store here at the Exports Network. Don't worry, we'll still be at all your games. Your kids will still get covered. We will travel the state. We'll
go to Maryville if we have to.
Yeah, we go to Maryville again if we have to. Let's hope not. Yeah. If we got to go to Chattanooga, Knoxville, Bristol, wherever, we'll be there. Yep. That's what we signed up for. But we might be adding some more games. We might be adding some more programs. I'm just hinting at a few things. But when the time comes, we will let you guys know when that goes down. But we appreciate everyone here in Lawrence County. It's our 4th year. It's kind of crazy. I know I'm looking at all these kids graduating. I'm like, man, they were freshmen when I got here. And now they're graduating. It's like you're literally watching them, grow up in front of your eyes.
Yeah, I mean that's what I've done. That's what I've done over the past few days. Last week, like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday. With so much going on. Yeah. I was like, man, I was covering him when he was a sophomore in high school, playing basketball, or. Yeah. She's graduating, and I was calling her softball games as a sophomore.
Because I think, isn't it this graduating group is the first,
our first
full group that have had coverage for all 4 years.
All 4 years, and that's a good thing. And the next group, and we're just going to continue to go and continue to go
and grow
grow. We got a lot of growth that's about to happen. So good things are in store. Just kind of giving you all a tease. We do in the TV business, and we'll give you. All the updates when they come, which is actually going to be very, very soon. But we need some rest. we need a break. I've got to take 2 youngins down to Disney World here in a couple of weeks. So
you need prayer.
Disney is fun.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I like Disney.
I'm about to take a 3-year-old, and by the time we get there, a 5-month-old.
The 3-year-old CJ is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Baby Tess, on the other hand, bless her heart. Tess, if you could hear me right now, I'm yelling at your parents for you, okay? I'm on your side. So if you get ugly and maybe want to throw a little Uncle Dusty fit, that's fine. Do it, baby, because you can. I got you back.
She was getting pictures made in a Snow White outfit because we have I shouldn't say we. This is my wife's idea. To put her in a different princess outfit for each month.
Okay.
So I'm down there. I'm like trying to make her smile for the pictures, and I go, just remember. When you remember this all these years down the road, and you got to put us in a nursing home, she put you in this outfit.
Not me. She did it.
I get the suite. She gets the bunk beds with Crazy Karen. I get the suite all by myself with the recliner and the flat screen TV.
Yeah.
So you bunk her with Crazy Karen.
Yeah. I don't know her.
I don't. No, it's whatever.
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
So guys, it's been great. We'll be back here same time next week. So for Dusty Kaiser, for Clint Brazier on his way to go pick up some food, Hayden Burks, I'm AJ Good. This is Exports Live with C&B Linen. We will see you guys next week.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.